All right, everybody. I told you yesterday we're going to drop something today that is nothing short of a game changer for you as a real estate agent for your lead generation. Guys, this technology is very new. Had we had this years ago, think where we could be right now. A lot of you guys are engaged in active lead generation. Some of you are generating leads on Zillow and you're paying 30 to 40% in fees to that company. Some of you are getting Z buyer leads, which basically at the end of the day are leads that, from my understanding, are resold to other agents in your zip code. Some of you are generating organic leads on traffic that you create for Facebook, Instagram, X. Some of you are using Google and Facebook to run ads, right? I mean, lead generation's out there. Um, but for today, I'm going to show you how to change the game. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to make a bold statement. What if you could capture every single lead, even if they don't fill out a form, just by them simply clicking on your website link? Sounds like science fiction? It's not. I'm going to show it to you today, guys. This is a game changer, and it's all part and parcel inside of our Geo Unlimited program. Quite frankly, some of you pay more for Starbucks every month than this program, and this is just one of about 100 ways to run your business. So, without further ado, let's jump in and find out how you will never miss another lead again from your website. Now, to do this, I want to illustrate a point. And some of you probably don't even know you can do what I'm about to show you. But let's go ahead and have a conversation with ChatGPT about the ways that people currently generate leads from their website so that we can make a comparison. Guys, watch this. This is a fun conversation. All right, ChatGPT, you are a website lead generation expert. I'm going to ask you some questions. Please don't repurpose my question or reframe my question. Just acknowledge the question and be ready for my command prompts. Does that make sense to you, Mr. Chat?
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Just go ahead and give me a command and I'll jump right in.
Fantastic. All right. So, as a website lead generation specialist, can you give me maybe the top two or three ways up to now that businesses, people like real estate agents, local businesses, pizza companies, and so forth, what are the top two or three ways that they are able to capture leads when they go to their website?
Sure thing. So, a couple of top methods that businesses, whether they're real estate agents or local pizza shops, often use to capture leads on their websites are pretty straightforward and effective. One is having a really clear lead capture form, like a simple form for visitors to drop their email in exchange for something valuable, maybe a market report for a real estate site or a coupon for a pizza place. Another big one is using pop-ups or slide-ins that appear at the right time, maybe when someone's been on the page for a certain number of seconds or is about to leave. And a third method is offering something interactive like a chat widget or a quiz that engages visitors and then asks for their contact info to see the results. Those are a few tried and true approaches that work across different types of businesses.
Fantastic. So, now I'm going to give you a brand new technology, and then I want you to rank this technology against the ones that you just said. So, in this new technology, what if I told you that we now have the ability to capture a lead as soon as they click on a website? So, when the lead clicks the website, our technology will capture everything: contact name, address, credit, income, if they have a mortgage, possibly how many people live in the home, everything that a business owner would need to market to them. What if I told you that technology existed? And how does that rank with the common methods used today by lead generation specialists and businesses to capture website leads?
Well, that's definitely a game changer. If you had a technology that could pull in that level of detail the moment someone lands on the site, basically a full profile in real time, that would rank way above the usual methods. The traditional approaches like forms and pop-ups are still really effective, but they rely on the visitor actually giving you their info. What you're describing is like having a supercharged insight tool that doesn't wait for permission. So in terms of ranking, this new tech will be top tier. kind of like comparing a regular fishing rod to a net that catches everything instantly. It's a huge above that
All
absorbs
right, all right, all
huge
right.
data.
Chat, thank you so much. We're going to opt out now and continue with our training, but thank you for your input. All right, guys, there you go. um, wow. So, up until now, those of you that have websites, you needed to rely on specific ways to capture leads, right? A pop-up form. Back in the day, we even had people putting an AI chat avatar and it would be walking on the screen like, hey, don't log off until you click this to get that, right? Or a pop-up. Soon as their mouse starts to drive up the page to exit out, a pop-up would show up. And we can do those on our Go High level accounts and other sites as well, right? All of that's meant to pattern interrupt, to stop them before they exit out, to see if they might want to leave their info in exchange for whatever thing you're offering, right? All of that's great and it worked, but it didn't. Typically, capturing leads on your website, unless you have a website, let's say you have a pizza website, and there's a big thing that says, click here to get 50% off your next order, that's a strong offer. However, most businesses don't sell pizzas, right? They're selling information, they're selling widgets. So for you, to change the game, you need to be able to capture everybody that clicks on your website. So, as a realtor, if you're putting websites that you create, whether it's a funnel or your main site on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, on X, if you're putting it out there, or if you're running campaigns, paid ads on Google, Facebook, when they click learn more and you send them to a website, you want to be able to capture that information. You don't want to wait on them just to fill out a form. Now, let me make one clear distinction. I love it when they fill out a form because that's a high intent lead, but not every lead is going to do that. We want those leads to do that. But at the end of the day, I also want every lead that took the time to click on my website. If you're coming to my real estate website, you're not online looking for peanut butter recipes. Can we just agree to that? So before I show you how you can actually do this, and please understand, if you want to see this in greater detail, if you want to see how our Geo Unlimited program handles this and about 50 other things for less than what a lot of you spend on Starbucks during the month, look in the description. I'll pin a comment. Go watch our webinar on the Geo Unlimited. I promise you, as an agent, it's going to blow you away. Having said that, let's now go and look. Let me make this one last example and I'll show you how to do it. Imagine that you're a real estate agent. So I keyword searched Claremont Realtors. And here's some of the groups that popped up. And imagine that you are this guy right here, right? And so a home seller or a home buyer comes, puts this in, they see this, they love your how many reviews, so they click your website. In the past, up until today, when they click that website, they would have to leave. They would have to hit the contact bar. They would have to maybe call, right? That's going to take action on the part of the lead that came in. Now, high intent leads that are ready to move are going to do that, and that's going to happen no matter what. But if you had the software, the Geo Unlimited program that I'm talking about, just that click alone, this agency owner just received a new lead with everything he needs to be able to reach out to the lead via email, phone call, if they're not on the do not call list, and a postcard. This is a game changer. So, how do we get there? Well, inside of our Geo Unlimited program, there are two different systems that we put together. One of them is our Card Genie. It's literally your own direct mail platform. And so to make this happen, number one, you have to have a website that you're sending them. You're going to come over here and you are going to look at the AI prospecting suite. Now, yesterday we dropped a video using this, showing you how to grab every lead in your zip code or city that is searching online for the very things that you do as a business owner, capturing them in real time. Today, we're going to hit website leads. So what's going to happen, guys, is you're going to create a campaign. And here's a dummy one that I created for today to show you. Right? Let's go ahead and edit it. I put a dummy website in just because I needed one. But you're going to put your website here, your website address. You're going to put the name of the campaign, whatever that marketing angle is for this campaign, you're going to put it there. And then you're going to go ahead and tell it that you want all their information. Once this is complete, you save. And by the way, we have video walkthroughs on how to do all of this. Today, I'm just getting in here very quickly to show you how it works. But when you get this system, you've got video walkthroughs on it. Right now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the head code that our software creates for you. What's a head code? It's just simply code that you put into the head of your website. Now, most websites allow you to do that, like high level WordPress. If you're using a website that's generated from your broker software, just simply reach out to their tech support to find out how to do this. If they say you can't, just simply take the time and find a website that allows this, and you are good to go, guys. You can use that website to capture these leads. It's very simple. You can go get a high level account. Every one of their funnels and websites give you this ability. It's very simple. If you need a high level account, comment below. I'll send you a link to our high level account. You can create as many of these sites with all of this code capture to your heart's content. But let's go back. Once this code is inside of your website, it's good to go. You just simply have to activate it. But before we do, what makes this even stronger? On our Card Genie, part one of our Geo Central or Geo Unlimited, you can create a card, a postcard, or a series of cards in an automation. You can then create a group name. Let's call it website, Claremont website leads. That's the group name. You can assign the group name to those postcards that you've already created that are automated. And then when you create this campaign, you can assign all of these leads to that group. So here's what happens. You're out there, you've got some free organic posts, you're running some ads on this website. Somebody clicks your website, you immediately capture all their information. So you can email them. If it's 3 in the morning when you wake up, email them, send them a letter. But our system, just simply by capturing them and assigning them to a group, and you've already created the cards, it will start printing the cards that day and send them. So your lead clicks your website because you've set it up proper, and then they start getting postcards. You don't even have to send, the system does it for you. Can you imagine that? A lead checks out your website. The next day you email them. A couple days later, they get your first postcard. Talk about speed to lead. Talk about conversions. It's crazy, guys. And then the next thing is you are going to configure, and the way you do that is you come in and hit Quick Print Studios. This is so simple. You choose the group that you created for the postcards you want these leads to get, and then you're done. You save it. And now, what have you done? Let me quit sharing so you can see me because this is important. What you just did was you created a lead magnet website that will capture leads just by them clicking on. Now you've got all the information sitting in your database. You can email them. You can call them if they're not on the do not call list. You can send them a letter that they'll get the next day, and then have the system automatically start a series of postcards going out every 7 days, every 15 days, every 30 days. That's up to you with your unique selling propositions. Guys, we've never been able to do that in the past. You can do it now. What'd you think about that? Isn't that just absolutely mind blowing? What you can do. Imagine going to Facebook and just dropping an organic post, including your website, and all they had to do was just click it and you've got the lead. Pretty impressive. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you want more information on the Geo Unlimited, just go check out the webinar. It's in the description. I'll pin it in the first comment. It's worth watching. Even if you don't decide to move forward with it, it is worth watching because it's going to explode your mind with what you could be doing as a real estate agent. If you are at a point where you don't want to cold call anymore, you're not looking at door knocking, sitting in boring open houses, you want to be proactive with your lead generation, and you want to have a system that you can literally work every day, you owe it to yourself to watch the webinar. All right, guys, that's it. I am looking for you to drop comments on this one. I want to know your thoughts. And please subscribe, like, and share. Share this video on your Facebook groups where you know agents could literally benefit from this knowledge. Share it with them. They deserve to hear it too. All right, guys, that's it. Stay tuned. Make sure that you do hit the bell to be notified when I drop this stuff, because we're going to be dropping content just like this over the next few weeks. That's mind-blowing. Things you can do as a real estate agent you didn't even know you could. All right, that's it for today. Until I see you on the next video, go get you some closings, guys.